I honestly can't believe it's August the 5th already. Like, we are already almost an entire week into August. It honestly feels like maybe 2 weeks ago that I was making a video on Black Ops 1, enjoying the somewhat decent weather, saying that, hey guys, I finished school and expect all these videos and awesome things throughout the summer, and I'm looking forward to having the best summer of my life. And then here we are, months later, and I have had, honestly, one of the worst summers of my life. Boy, what you trying to do? You ain't sliding into no DMs like that. I don't know why I said it in that accent. I thought it'd be funny, but honestly, I don't think it was that funny. Is he gonna choke the UAV? We have FaZe Rain out here choking VSATs, but Cube Shark, nah, Cube Shark can only choke UAVs. That's actually a joke me and my friend Padjo Live had back when he used to play. Like we used to see how like Nadeshot and Scumpy would in ranked play say that they're choking the dogs and the swarm, and then we'd make a joke to say that we're choking the UAV. Yeah, just time flies. It's really crazy. In just over 3 weeks, I'll be going back to school, which I don't even want to believe it. I want to think this is a dream. This can't be possible. You know, it's true when they say that every year of your life gets faster and faster, and I think that's just because that every year it's a smaller percentage of your life than the year previous. If you don't know what I mean by that, an example of this would be this October I'll be turning 17, and obviously it'll mark, you know, kind of my 1 year since my previous birthday. So that 1 year of my life, that 1 year of my 17 years, is like 6% of my life. But if we take, just say, the year I turned 10, that past year when I turned 10, that 1 year is 10% of my life. So obviously back then, 10% of my life is a lot bigger portion than 6%. So basically, every year of your life is a lesser year of your life than the year previous. I guess that's kind of why it feels so fast. I remember at the start of the summer watching a video from Nadeshot saying how you shouldn't waste the summer and you should, you know, spend every day wisely. And when you go back to school, look back on it as if you had no regrets, like you enjoyed your summer and it was the best summer of your life. Now, I really wish I could have done that, but honestly, like, these past 2 months have been the worst months of my life, just because I've been so unlucky. Obviously, it was bound to happen sometime, because I can't be the luckiest man in the world all the time, even though I'm not a very lucky person, but still, I guess sometime in my life I'm due for some bad luck. But either way, I lost like 400 euro in gambling and betting. Even though technically I only spent 150, like I ended up winning money, and then I just in total lost like 300 euro. All of my stuff has been breaking. Like my Mac has just been getting really slow, like almost unusably slow. My headset broke, my mic stand broke, my Modern Warfare 3 disc broke. Like everything was just breaking and nothing was really going my way. Nothing is still really going my way, even though I think that was kind of like the last of my luck. I think my luck might be starting to like go in my favor, or at least like not seem as bad as it was. But yeah, so unfortunately I just can't look back in the summer as one of the best summers of my life, but you know, I guess I got time off school nonetheless. So like, I wish I was just more social. Like in previous summers, me and my friends, we'd go playing golf and stuff, and at least that would be kind of some social interaction, you know, playing with my friends and stuff. But no, I've had none of that this year. Given my friends have just kind of lost interest in golf, and you know, so have I, but still, it would have been kind of cool even just to mess around or something. But I guess I did, for a small portion of time, get to play video games with my friends, you know, my 2 friends that are, you know, frequently enough in my videos, but they have both kind of stopped playing Call of Duty, and it's kind of like the same situation that happened with Padjo Live. You know, he was really into COD. He was kind of, I guess, my duo for COD. I don't know how that connected. And then he just lost interest. You know, it's not really his fault. You know, we're still in real life friends because we've known each other for like 12 years this September, which is insane. But he just lost interest, and you know, obviously I was kind of by myself for a while. And then when my 2 friends started playing, even though one of them kind of got a job for the summer, so he stopped playing for a while. You know, my other friend, he was, I guess, my duo as well, and now he's kind of stopped losing interest, or started losing interest. I don't blame him for kind of wanting to give up hope when our internet is so bad that we can't even really win games because people who are worse than us just have better connections. For the most part, I've just been sitting here by myself playing Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, making videos every day. On top of that, like, the weather hasn't even been good. Like, I know it's Ireland and I know we have awful weather all the time, but last year, right, we had 3 amazing straight weeks non-stop of good weather, and it was like sunny, it wasn't even windy, it wasn't any bit cold, it was really warm, almost too warm. And now this year the weather has just been awful. Like, I wasn't expecting the same weather as last year, but just A little bit of sympathy from Mother Nature would have been fine. So I have spent almost 1% of almost 17 years on this earth playing Call of Duty. Yep, I have no life.